Hey everyone, welcome back to SwitchTop. I'm here with another countdown, and today we're diving into the best RPGs you can play on your Nintendo Switch. If you love deep stories, character progression, and games that will keep you hooked for dozens of hours, this list is for you. Let's jump right into it. Final Fantasy Tactics drops you into the kingdom of Ivalice during a brutal civil war where noble houses fight for control of the throne. You play as Ramza, a young knight who gets caught up in political schemes and dark conspiracies that go way deeper than just a simple war. The gameplay is all about tactical combat on grid-based battlefields where positioning matters more than anything else. You'll move your units across different terrain heights, use the environment to your advantage, and manage a job system that lets characters learn new abilities by switching between different classes like Knight, Black Mage, or Archer. Each battle requires careful planning because permadeath means losing a character forever if you're not careful. The story deals with themes of corruption, betrayal, and how power corrupts people, told through beautiful pixel art cutscenes. This remaster includes both the original game and its sequel, giving you hundreds of hours of strategic RPG gameplay that's perfect for the Switch's portable nature.
How about you?
Leave that to me.
An ambush. This day grows long.
Dragon's Dogma starts when a massive dragon attacks your fishing village and literally steals your heart, marking you as the Arisen, a chosen hero destined to hunt down this beast. The hook here is the pawn system, where you create AI companions called pawns, who learn from your playstyle and can be shared with other players online. Combat feels like a mix of Devil May Cry and Shadow of the Colossus. You can climb on giant monsters while slashing at weak points, cast powerful magic spells that take time to charge up, or shoot arrows from a distance. The game has a day and night cycle where traveling at night becomes genuinely dangerous as stronger monsters come out to hunt. You'll explore a large open world filled with dungeons, hidden treasures, and side quests while leveling up through different vocations like Fighter, Mage, or the hybrid classes like Mystic Knight. The story involves political intrigue and ancient mysteries, but the real fun comes from the emergent gameplay moments when you're fighting a griffin in the middle of a storm while your pawns shout tactical advice.
They grow frenzied!
Super Mario RPG brings Mario into the RPG world with a story about the Smithy Gang, mechanical invaders who shatter Star Road and scatter its pieces across the Mushroom Kingdom. Mario teams up with Princess Peach, Bowser, and two new characters, Mallow the Cloud Prince and Geno the Star Warrior, inhabiting a wooden doll. The turn-based combat system uses timed button presses to boost your attacks and reduce incoming damage, making every battle interactive instead of just selecting menu options. You'll explore familiar Mario locations reimagined as RPG dungeons, complete with puzzles, hidden treasures, and platforming sections that blend seamlessly with the RPG mechanics. Each character has unique abilities. Mario is balanced, Peach heals and buffs, Bowser hits hard, Mallow uses elemental magic, and Geno specializes in powerful star-based attacks. The game maintains Mario's lighthearted tone while telling a surprisingly engaging story about wishes and the power they hold. This Switch version includes quality of life improvements and runs perfectly in both docked and handheld modes. Disco Elysium puts you in the role of a detective who wakes up in a trashed hotel room with complete amnesia and a dead body hanging in the courtyard outside. Your job is to solve this murder mystery in the decaying seaside town of Revachol, but the real journey is about piecing together who you used to be and deciding who you want to become. This game is almost entirely dialogue and text-based. There's no traditional combat system. Instead, all conflicts are resolved through conversation and skill checks. You have 24 different skills representing different aspects of your personality and abilities, from logic and encyclopedia to inland empire and electrochemistry. These skills actually talk to you throughout the game, offering different perspectives and sometimes conflicting advice about how to handle situations. Every conversation can branch in multiple directions based on your skill levels, previous choices, and the kind of person you're role-playing as. The writing is incredible, mixing humor with deep philosophical questions about politics, morality, and human nature. Xenoblade Chronicles X takes place on the alien planet Mira after humanity's home planet Earth gets destroyed in a war between alien races. You play as a customizable character who joins Blade, an organization of human survivors trying to establish a new home while searching for the missing Lifehold ship that contains the rest of humanity in stasis. The gameplay revolves around exploring Mira's massive continents, each with completely different ecosystems and dangerous creatures called indigens. Combat is real-time, with an auto-attack system supplemented by arts, special abilities with cooldown timers that you queue up during battle. The big draw here is the Skells, giant mechs that you eventually get to pilot, completely changing how you traverse the world and fight enemies. You can customize your character's class, weapons, and abilities while building relationships with your party members through heart-to-heart conversations. The world is absolutely massive, with 5 distinct continents to explore, each packed with secrets, rare monsters, and side missions that often have their own compelling storylines.
Open fire! Follow me!
Target in sight! Shadow strike!
Assault hammer!
Nice! Move in and do some damage!
Flame grenade!
Suikoden 1 and 2 HD Remaster. The Suikoden games follow the hero of each story as they get caught up in massive political conflicts and end up leading rebellions against corrupt empires. In the first game, you're the son of a general who discovers dark secrets about the government you serve, while the second game has you as a member of a mercenary group that gets betrayed and hunted by the Highland Kingdom. Both games use traditional turn-based combat with up to 6 party members, but the real hook is recruiting 108 Stars of Destiny, unique characters who join your cause and help build up your rebel headquarters. Each recruit has their own personality, backstory, and skills they contribute to your growing army. The games also feature large-scale army battles where you command entire units in strategic warfare, plus one-on-one duels with rival characters. The political stories are surprisingly mature, dealing with themes of war, corruption, and the cost of leadership. Both games are connected with recurring characters and references, creating a rich world with deep lore. Trails to Azure continues the story of Lloyd Bannings in the Special Support section as they work to protect Crossbell City from increasing political pressure between 2 neighboring empires. The city-state of Crossbell is caught between the Erebonian Empire and Calvard Republic, both wanting to annex this important trade hub, while criminal organizations and corrupt politicians work behind the scenes. The turn-based combat system uses a tactical grid where positioning affects your attacks and spells, with a turn order system that lets you delay actions for better timing or interrupt enemy attacks. You'll spend time investigating cases around the city, talking to NPCs who remember your previous interactions, and have their own ongoing storylines throughout the game. Character development happens through both combat experience and story events that deepen the bonds between party members. This is the 4th game in the Trails series, so while it does recap important events, you'll get the most out of it by playing the earlier games first.
任せるがいい。さあ行くぞ。そこだ。任せておけ。任せるがいい。
Sea of Stars, released in August 2023 by Sabotage Studio, is a standout JRPG on Switch that beautifully blends nostalgic inspiration with modern polish. The story follows 2 heroes, the children of the solstice, whose sun and moon powers unite to perform eclipse magic, the only force able to stop the evil alchemist, the Fleshmancer. The game shines with its engaging turn-based combat, timed hits, combo attacks, boost mechanics, and the lock system that forces you to think strategically about how to break enemy spells. Traversal is smooth and freeform. You swim, climb, vault, explore without jarring transitions, making exploration feel rewarding. The pixel art visuals are gorgeous, the soundtrack evocative, including contributions from guest composer Yasunori Mitsuda, and the writing strikes a charming tone. What makes Sea of Stars even better is its Dawn of Equinox update, which adds local co-op for up to 3 players, Combat 2.0 improvements, a revamped prologue, extra cinematics, new difficulty presets, and other quality of life features. Triangle Strategy has stood out as a tactical masterpiece on the Switch, combining morally complex storytelling, sharp strategy, and evocative visuals. You play as Serenoa Wolfert, heir of House Wolfert, in the war-torn continent of Norzelia, where control over essential resources like salt and iron threatens fragile peace among 3 major factions. The narrative hinges on these scales of conviction, a system where choices you make throughout the game build up points in utility, morality, or liberty, and at pivotal moments, Serenoa's closest allies vote on what path to take. These moments don't just change the storyline, but who fights alongside you and which endings are possible. Battles are deeply tactical. Elevation, positioning, flanking, terrain, and elemental interactions all matter, making each encounter both a puzzle and a test of planning. The HD 2D art style, orchestral score, and detailed environment design draw you into the world in a way that many strategy games try to replicate. The Legend of Heroes Trails from Zero quickly established itself as a standout JRPG thanks to its rich storytelling, immersive world, and thoughtful gameplay systems. You take on the role of Lloyd Bannings, a young investigator returning to the politically complex city-state of Crossbell, where he joins the Special Support Section SSS, a civic branch tasked with helping citizens and investigating corruption. As Lloyd and his allies dig deeper, Crossbell's tension between major powers, its underworld, and moral ambiguity form the backbone of a narrative that balances intrigue, politics, and character arcs. The combat system is expansive, mixing turn-based battles with crafts, arts, powerful S-craft moves, and the team rush mechanic when you build momentum. The Switch version has been polished, with improved UI, cleaner art assets, localization by fan translators now officially licensed, and a high-speed mode to let you accelerate traversal or combat. While the pacing can be slow, especially during the setup and middle chapters, and some backtracking occurs, the level of depth in world building, side quests, and character development more than makes up for it. The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim remains one of the most essential RPGs on Nintendo Switch, bringing Bethesda's legendary open-world adventure into a fully portable form. First released on Switch in 2017 and later expanded with the Anniversary Edition in 2022, it offers the complete base game plus all 3 major expansions, Dawnguard, Hearthfire, and Dragonborn, alongside Creation Club content like new quests, weapons, spells, fishing, and survival features. Players step into the role of the Dragonborn, free to explore the vast world of Skyrim however they choose. Join guilds, fight dragons, master magic, or simply live a quieter life as a homesteader. The Switch version adds unique touches including motion-controlled combat and lockpicking with Joy-Cons, as well as exclusive Zelda-themed gear like the Master Sword and Hylian Shield via Amiibo. While graphics are scaled back and the Anniversary Edition can strain performance with occasional dips or crashes, patches have smoothed much of the experience.
That's the end of that. An old story.
Live Alive is one of the most unique and must-play RPGs on Nintendo Switch, offering players a bold anthology of adventures that span across time and genres. Originally a 1994 Japan-exclusive SNES game, it was revived in 2022 with a stunning HD 2D remake that brings pixel art charm together with richly detailed backdrops and a fully reorchestrated soundtrack by Yoko Shimomura. The game features 7 distinct chapters, each set in a different era, from prehistory in the Wild West to Edo Japan, the near future, and even the distant future, giving every story a fresh tone, cast, and gameplay twist. Once completed, these stories converge into an epic finale that ties the narratives together in a clever and surprising way. The turn-based combat system, which blends grid-based tactics with character-specific abilities, adds depth while remaining accessible. While some chapters are shorter than others, and pacing can vary, the overall variety, atmosphere, and creativity make Live Alive an unforgettable journey.
You're done!
Lunar Remastered Collection, released on April 18th, 2025, brings 2 of the most beloved 90s JRPGs, Lunar Silver Star Story Complete and Lunar 2 Eternal Blue Complete, to Nintendo Switch with modern enhancements while preserving their original charm. Players can switch between Remastered mode, featuring widescreen HD graphics, updated character portraits, and fully re-recorded English voice acting, and Classic mode, which retains the original 4:3 presentation with optional CRT filters for nostalgic appeal. The collection also adds quality of life improvements, including faster battle speed, improved strategy settings, and a shared inventory system, making exploration and combat smoother without sacrificing depth. With expanded language support, enhanced cutscenes, revamped menus, and new music bridging the 2 stories, it offers both newcomers and longtime fans an accessible yet faithful experience. Though some localization choices and voice acting updates may feel different from the originals, the Lunar Remastered Collection stands as a must-play RPG on Switch, blending epic storytelling, memorable characters, and timeless JRPG gameplay into a single, polished package. Dark Souls Remastered brings the iconic and punishing action RPG from Software to Nintendo Switch, offering both portability and a complete lore-driven experience. Released on October 19, 2018, this version includes the base game and the Artorias of the Abyss DLC, letting players explore the dark, interconnected world with all its secrets, lore, and formidable bosses. The remaster enhances the original with improved textures, lighting, and consistent 30 frames per second performance, delivering a faithful beautiful recreation in both docked and handheld modes. While it doesn't hit the 60 frames per second of other consoles, the game retains the meticulous level design, punishing combat, and strategic depth that define the Souls series. Switch-specific features like HD Rumble and Amiibo support add immersion, though some players note audio and control layout limitations. With its blend of intricate exploration, tactical combat, and rich storytelling, Dark Souls Remastered remains a must-play RPG on Switch for anyone seeking a challenging, atmospheric, and rewarding adventure. Ni no Kuni: Wrath of the White Witch is a beautifully crafted JRPG on Nintendo Switch that combines Studio Ghibli's enchanting animation style with Joe Hisaishi's unforgettable musical score, creating a world that feels both whimsical and emotionally engaging. Players follow Oliver, a young boy who travels to a magical parallel world in a quest to save his mother, meeting memorable characters and collecting familiars, creature companions that can be summoned in battles. The combat system merges traditional turn-based mechanics with real-time elements, allowing for dynamic strategies and party coordination. While some players note the battles can become repetitive, the game's storytelling, visual design, and exploration more than compensate, offering hours of immersive gameplay. Although the Switch version is a direct port of the PS3 edition and lacks the enhanced visuals of the PS4 or PS remasters, it retains all the charm and narrative depth that made the original a classic. For fans of JRPGs seeking a mix of heart, adventure, and Studio Ghibli magic, Ni no Kuni: Wrath of the White Witch is a must-play experience on the Switch. Star Ocean: The Second Story R is a remarkable remake of the 1998 classic, bringing a timeless JRPG experience to Nintendo Switch with modern enhancements. Released on November 2nd, 2023, the game features a visually striking 2.5D style, combining 2D pixel art characters with fully 3D environments, creating a world that feels both nostalgic and alive. Players engage in a revamped real-time battle system, controlling one character while issuing commands to others, allowing for dynamic, fast-paced combat. The game also includes deep crafting, skill customization, and branching story choices, giving players a sense of agency over their journey. With full Japanese and English voiceovers, a remixed soundtrack by Motoi Sakuraba, and a compelling narrative exploring destiny, friendship, and sacrifice, Star Ocean: The Second Story R delivers a rich, immersive JRPG experience. Its engaging gameplay, strategic combat, and polished presentation make it a must-play for both longtime fans of the series and newcomers seeking one of the best RPGs on the Switch.
I took him by surprise? Yes. Nice. This was a harder battle.
Kingdom Come Deliverance Royal Edition brings Warhorse Studios' ambitious, historically grounded RPG to the Nintendo Switch, allowing players to explore a richly detailed 15th century Bohemia in a portable format. The Royal Edition includes the base game and all released DLCs, such as Treasures of the Past, From the Ashes, The Amorous Adventures of Bold Sir Hans Capon, Band of Bastards, and A Woman's Lot, providing a comprehensive narrative experience. Players step into the shoes of Henry, a blacksmith's son seeking justice after his village is destroyed, navigating morally complex choices, realistic combat, and intricate quests that emphasize historical accuracy. While the Switch version faces technical compromises, lower resolution graphics, occasional frame rate drops, and long loading times, it still delivers the depth and immersion of the original game. With its open-world exploration, challenging melee and archery combat, and historically authentic world building, Kingdom Come Deliverance stands out as a must-play RPG on Switch for players who enjoy realistic, story-driven medieval adventures. Chained Echoes, released on December 8th, 2022, is an indie JRPG that stands out as a must-play for Nintendo Switch fans who love classic role-playing games. Developed by Matthias Linda, it draws clear inspiration from 1990s legends like Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasy VI, and Suikoden 2, blending nostalgia with fresh gameplay mechanics. Set on the war-torn continent of Volandis, players follow a diverse cast of heroes seeking to end a prolonged conflict between three nations, encountering political intrigue, intergenerational strife, and morally complex decisions along the way. Combat is fast-paced, turn-based, and visible on the field without random encounters, while the unique overdrive system requires careful resource management for tactical depth. Characters also progress through a skill-based system that levels abilities automatically in battle, replacing traditional grinding. With around 30 to 40 hours of gameplay, captivating storylines, strategic battles, and a rich, nostalgic aesthetic, Chained Echoes offers one of the deepest and most engaging JRPG experiences available on the Switch. Ys VIII. Lacrimosa of Dana is a standout action RPG on Nintendo Switch that masterfully combines fast-paced combat, deep exploration, and an engaging story. Developed by Nihon Falcom and published by NIS America, the game follows Adol Kristen, who becomes shipwrecked on the mysterious and perilous island of Saren. As he navigates this dangerous land, he uncovers the secrets of the blue-haired maiden Dana through vivid dream sequences that interweave with the main narrative. Combat is dynamic and satisfying, allowing players to switch characters on the fly to exploit enemy weaknesses, adding layers of strategy and keeping battles fresh. Exploration is equally rewarding, as rescuing stranded castaways helps build a thriving village that provides resources and upgrades, further enhancing gameplay. Praised for its memorable characters, captivating story, and beautifully crafted world, the Switch port maintains the full charm and excitement of the original, making Ys VIII Lacrimosa of Dana an essential RPG experience for both longtime fans and newcomers to the series. Xenoblade Chronicles II is a landmark action RPG on Nintendo Switch, offering a sprawling world, intricate combat, and a deeply emotional story. Developed by Monolith Soft and released in 2017, it follows Rex, a young salvager, and Pyra, a mysterious girl, on a journey across Alrest, a world built atop colossal titans. The game's real-time battle system allows players to control drivers who wield sentient blades, combining unique abilities, elemental attacks, and powerful chain attacks for strategic depth. Exploration is enriched by a day-night cycle affecting quests, enemy behavior, and resource availability, while each Titan presents a visually distinct and interactive environment. The narrative delves into themes of survival, identity, and the bond between drivers and blades, supported by a diverse cast and immersive world building. With its expansion, Torna the Golden Country, providing prequel content and further lore, Xenoblade Chronicles II is celebrated for its epic storytelling, expansive world, and complex combat, securing its place as a must-play RPG on the Switch for both new players and series veterans.
Okay, time to take you down. Yeah! Tiger shot! Ha!
Atelier Ryza III, Alchemist of the End and the Secret Key is a standout RPG on Nintendo Switch that delivers a rich, immersive conclusion to Ryza's beloved trilogy. Developed by Gust and released in March 2023, the game introduces a seamless open-world experience, allowing players to explore interconnected areas without loading screens, a first for the series. The story follows Ryza and her friends as they investigate the mysterious Kark Isles and uncover the secrets of the code of the universe, blending engaging narrative with deep character development and returning familiar faces alongside new allies. Gameplay emphasizes dynamic real-time combat, strategic use of items, and the innovative secret key system, which adds layers of strategy and customization to battles. Crafting and synthesis remain central, giving players meaningful choices in building and upgrading gear. While the Switch version occasionally experiences framerate drops and pop-in, these minor technical issues do not overshadow the game's charm, making Atelier Ryza III an essential RPG experience for fans seeking exploration, story, and alchemy-driven gameplay. Pokémon Legends Arceus, released in January 2022 for Nintendo Switch, reinvents the traditional Pokémon formula by blending open-world exploration with real-time mechanics and dynamic encounters. Set in the historical Hisui region, an ancient version of Sinnoh, players take on the role of a young trainer tasked with completing the first Pokédex. Departing from standard turn-based battles, the game emphasizes action-oriented gameplay, allowing players to throw Pokeballs, dodge attacks, and engage strategically with wild Pokémon in real time. A robust crafting system enables the creation of Pokeballs, potions, and other essential tools, enhancing both exploration and survival. The game's dynamic weather, day-night cycle, and interactive wildlife make each journey into the region unique, while the story provides rich lore and character-driven moments. Despite minor technical issues like occasional frame rate drops, Pokémon Legends Arceus delivers a fresh, immersive RPG experience that appeals to longtime fans and newcomers alike, cementing its status as a must-play title on the Switch. Shin Megami Tensei V Vengeance, released on June 14, 2024, is an enhanced re-release of the acclaimed Shin Megami Tensei V, bringing an improved and expanded RPG experience to Nintendo Switch. This definitive edition introduces the Canon of Vengeance, a fresh narrative path exploring themes of revenge, featuring new characters, demons, and story developments, while also including the original Canon of Creation route for a comprehensive journey through the game's dark post-apocalyptic world. The gameplay improvements make the experience more accessible, with a refined battle system, enhanced demon negotiation mechanics, and quality-of-life features, such as save anywhere functionality and streamlined exploration. The game maintains the series' signature strategic turn-based combat and challenging difficulty, rewarding thoughtful planning and mastery of demon abilities. Praised for its atmospheric world-building, engaging storyline, and expanded content, Shin Megami Tensei V Vengeance offers both newcomers and longtime fans a rich, immersive, and must-play RPG experience on the Nintendo Switch. Octopath Traveler is a standout RPG on Nintendo Switch, celebrated for its innovative HD 2D graphics, deep turn-based combat, and rich storytelling. Developed by Square Enix, the game follows 8 distinct protagonists, each with unique abilities and personal quests, allowing players to explore multiple narratives within a single adventure. The battle system revolves around the break and boost mechanics, which encourage strategic planning and reward tactical mastery, making each encounter engaging and challenging. While the individual stories are compelling, some players note that the overarching narrative can feel somewhat fragmented due to the separate character arcs. Nevertheless, the game's visual style, retro pixel art enhanced with modern lighting and effects, combined with a captivating, evocative soundtrack, creates an unforgettable atmosphere. With its blend of nostalgia and modern design, Octopath Traveler delivers a deeply satisfying RPG experience, solidifying its status as a must-play title for Nintendo Switch owners seeking strategic combat, character-driven stories, and a visually stunning world.
What is the logical course of action?
Oh, flames! Rage! Wrong!
Not bad. A passing.
Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door is a masterful remake of the beloved GameCube classic, offering both nostalgia for longtime fans and accessibility for new players. The game follows Mario on a quest to collect 7 crystal stars and uncover the mysteries of the door, navigating a vibrant, paper-crafted world filled with humor, heart, and memorable characters. Its turn-based combat features a unique, timing-based system that rewards skillful play, while new quality of life enhancements, such as quick travel pipes and the partner ring feature, streamline exploration and battle. Notably, the remake introduces a more explicit representation of Vivian, who is depicted as transgender, marking an important step for inclusivity in gaming, and earning recognition with a GLAAD Media Award nomination. With modernized visuals, thoughtful improvements, and its signature whimsical storytelling, Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door stands out as a must-play RPG on the Nintendo Switch, combining charm, strategy, and narrative depth in a timeless adventure. Monster Hunter Rise is a standout action RPG that delivers thrilling, strategic, and highly accessible hunting gameplay. Set in the vibrant, Japanese-inspired Kamura village, players take on the role of a hunter tracking and battling a wide variety of formidable monsters, each requiring unique strategies and tactics to defeat. The game introduces innovative mechanics like the wire bug, enabling dynamic movement and aerial combat, and the Palamute Companion, which enhances mobility and adds combat flexibility. Multiplayer support allows up to 4 players to team up, making cooperative hunts both challenging and rewarding. The Sunbreak expansion, released in June 2022, adds even more depth with new monsters, locales, and master rank quests, extending the core experience. Praised for smooth performance, quick load times, and engaging gameplay, Monster Hunter Rise combines tactical combat, exploration, and cooperative fun, solidifying its status as a must-play RPG for both newcomers and veteran hunters on the Nintendo Switch.
Now's my chance.
Unicorn Overlord is a tactical RPG developed by Vanillaware and published by Sega, offering a rich, story-driven experience for Nintendo Switch players. Set on the war-torn continent of Fevrith, the game follows exiled Prince Elaine as he assembles a diverse army to reclaim his kingdom from the oppressive Xenoweran Empire. Gameplay blends real-time overworld exploration with turn-based tactical battles, providing a dynamic and engaging experience that rewards strategic thinking. Players can recruit over 60 unique characters, including humans, elves, and mythical creatures, each adding depth to combat strategies. Vanillaware's signature 2D art style shines with beautifully animated sprites and detailed environments, creating an immersive fantasy world. Praised for its compelling narrative, intricate tactical combat, and expansive world building, Unicorn Overlord has become a standout title, selling over 1 million copies worldwide by September 2024. For Switch owners seeking a deep, strategic RPG with memorable characters and epic battles, Unicorn Overlord is a must-play.
I am your shield.
Behold my might!
I trust you.
Rune Factory Guardians of Azuma is a captivating action RPG for Nintendo Switch that seamlessly blends farming simulation, dungeon exploration, and town building. Set in the vibrant fantasy region of Azuma, divided into seasonal zones, players assume the role of Subaru or Kaguya, waking in a dragon shrine after a mysterious crash. The game's story unfolds as they help restore balance to the land, encountering dragons, villagers, and a host of mystical creatures. Gameplay offers a rich variety of activities, cultivating crops, raising monsters, crafting items, and engaging in real-time combat using weapons such as swords, bows, and talismans. Town-building mechanics allow players to rebuild and develop villages disrupted by the celestial collapse, adding strategic depth to the adventure. Praised for its charming art style, immersive world, and engaging mechanics, Guardians of Azuma has sold over 500,000 copies worldwide, appealing to both longtime Rune Factory fans and newcomers. Its combination of exploration, combat, and life simulation makes it a must-play RPG on the Nintendo Switch. Fantasy Life 1: The Girl Who Steals Time, released on May 21st, 2025, is a charming life simulation RPG from Level 5, marking the return of the beloved franchise after 11 years. Set on a mysterious island, the game allows players to freely switch between 14 unique lives or jobs, such as fishing, cooking, crafting, and combat, providing a deeply personalized gameplay experience. The story follows an adventurer who sails with archaeologist Edward and his team, guided by a dragon, uncovering secrets of the island while shaping it to their liking. Players engage in exploration, battle monsters, craft items, and interact with townsfolk, creating a relaxing yet engaging world. Praised for its colorful, whimsical art style and captivating gameplay loop, Fantasy Life 1 has sold over 800,000 units worldwide and continues to attract both newcomers and longtime fans. Its combination of exploration, crafting, job customization, and storytelling makes it a must-play RPG for Nintendo Switch owners seeking a delightful and immersive fantasy adventure. Fire Emblem Three Houses is a standout tactical RPG for Nintendo Switch, praised for its deep storytelling, strategic gameplay, and character-driven narrative. Set on the war-torn continent of Fodlan, players take on the role of Byleth, a mercenary-turned-professor at the prestigious Garreg-Mach Monastery. The game features 3 distinct houses: Black Eagles, Blue Lions, and Golden Deer, each led by a charismatic leader and representing different factions with unique philosophies. Players choose one house to lead, shaping the story through decisions, teaching, and building relationships with students. Gameplay blends turn-based tactical combat with life simulation elements, using a grid-based system enhanced by mechanics like battalions and gambits. The in-game calendar adds depth, scheduling events and activities throughout the year. With multiple story routes, New Game Plus options, and DLC expanding the narrative, Fire Emblem Three Houses delivers immense replayability, tactical depth, and an immersive, character-rich world, solidifying its status as a must-play RPG on the Nintendo Switch.
Let's do it. Now.
Dragon Quest XI's Echoes of an Elusive Age Definitive Edition is a standout JRPG for Nintendo Switch, blending classic turn-based combat, expansive world building, and a heartfelt narrative. Players follow the Luminary, a hero destined to save the world of Erdrea, while encountering a diverse cast of characters, each with their own unique stories and quests. This enhanced version introduces several compelling features, including the ability to switch between modern 3D HD and nostalgic 16-bit 2D visuals, as well as a soundtrack option between symphonic and synthesized music. Turn-based combat remains strategic and engaging, with the optional Draconian Quest mode providing additional challenge for veterans. Side stories deepen character development and enrich the narrative, making the world feel alive. With its combination of timeless gameplay, modern enhancements, and a captivating story, Dragon Quest XI's delivers an unforgettable JRPG experience, cementing its status as a must-play title on the Nintendo Switch for both longtime fans and newcomers to the series. Octopath Traveler II is a standout JRPG for Nintendo Switch, praised for its refined gameplay, engaging storytelling, and visually stunning presentation. Building on the foundation of its predecessor, the game introduces 8 new protagonists, each with unique abilities and personal stories, allowing players to experience a rich, interconnected world. The signature HD 2D graphics blend retro pixel art with modern 3D effects, enhanced by improved animations, environmental details, and a dynamic day-night cycle that affects NPC behavior, quests, and enemy encounters. Combat remains turn-based and strategically deep, featuring the break and boost systems, while the job system and path actions provide flexibility in character development and interactions with the world. Critics have lauded the game for its compelling narratives, tactical combat, and immersive world building. With its combination of strategic battles, beautiful visuals, and engaging stories, Octopath Traveler 2 solidifies its place as a must-play RPG on the Nintendo Switch for both newcomers and longtime fans of the series.
Here I come. Allow me.
Persona 5 Royal is a critically acclaimed JRPG that elevates the original Persona 5 with expanded content and enhanced gameplay. Players assume the role of a high school student who becomes a phantom thief, balancing daily life and relationships with thrilling heists in the metaverse to reform corrupt adults. This version introduces a new semester, a new character named Kasumi Yoshizawa, and an additional palace, providing fresh storylines and challenges. Gameplay combines turn-based combat with social simulation elements, allowing players to strengthen bonds, master personas, and strategize in battles using unique skills and weaknesses. The Switch version runs smoothly at 30 frames per second, supports handheld, tabletop, and TV modes, and includes online features and cloud saves. Praised for its deep storytelling, stylish visuals, and memorable characters, Persona 5 Royal offers an immersive and strategic RPG experience, making it a must-play title for both newcomers and longtime fans on the Nintendo Switch.
It's been a while since we last, but this time
Persona! Go down!
NieR Automata: The End of Yorha Edition, released on October 6th, 2022, brings the critically acclaimed 2017 action RPG to the Nintendo Switch, offering both portability and a compelling experience. Set in a post-apocalyptic world, players control androids 2B, 9S, and A2 as they battle machine lifeforms to reclaim Earth, blending fast-paced combat with a thought-provoking narrative and a hauntingly beautiful soundtrack. The Switch port maintains a stable 30 frames per second, and while the resolution is lower than on other platforms, the distinctive art style ensures the game remains visually striking. The portable format allows for gaming on the go, and the edition includes the 3C 3C1D 119440927 DLC, featuring 3 Colosseums and costumes inspired by NieR Replicant, adding depth and replay value. Minor performance dips occur during intense scenes, especially in handheld mode, but they do not significantly detract from gameplay. With its gripping story, dynamic combat, and memorable characters, NieR Automata: The End of Yorha Edition is a must-play RPG for Nintendo Switch owners seeking a modern classic in a portable format. Xenoblade Chronicles III, released on July 29, 2022, is a monumental JRPG for Nintendo Switch, celebrated for its expansive world, intricate storytelling, and refined gameplay mechanics. Developed by Monolith Soft, the game continues the series while introducing new characters and settings, weaving a narrative that explores life, death, and the human condition. Players follow Noah, Mio, and their companions in the war-torn world of Ionios, seeking to end the cycle of conflict between Kevs and Agnes. The real-time combat system allows seamless switching between characters, utilizing unique arts and master arts for strategic battles, while the interlink system enables characters to fuse into powerful forms, adding tactical depth. Exploration is richly rewarding, with vast environments, hidden treasures, side quests, and lore-filled locations. Praised for its emotional story, dynamic combat, and stunning visuals, Xenoblade Chronicles III is an immersive and unforgettable RPG experience, solidifying its place as a must-play title on the Nintendo Switch for both newcomers and longtime fans of the series. And there you have it, the top 35 RPGs that every Switch owner should play. These games offer incredible adventures that will keep you busy for hundreds of hours. Which of these RPGs is your favorite? Are there any amazing RPGs I missed that should have made the list? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this countdown, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to SwitchTop for more Nintendo Switch content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.